Hey, yeah, fresh out the, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Donovan Wilson getting there for the... Second and 6 coming up here. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. Running partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here following the penalty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Daniels. His first throw is an interception. Marquise Bell making the play. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession. Now
the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. Again, he hits the second level. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's third and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Here's Daniels. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Here we go, 47. Yeah.
Prescott set to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take 26.
Finding Hurst. And he gets him around 6 there. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Here we go. Going to 53. 26.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
On first down, they'll run. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Setting up the running back screen. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30.
Yeah!
Running this one left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Here we go, 46.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Yeah, here we go.
Handoff on second and short. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a first and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Yeah!
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Dallas. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
This is Eckler on second. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Third and short, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He'll go all the way across the field. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
We go 47. At the 12-yard line. Yeah! So we're going to 54. Wyatt.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Left side, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
Daniels from the pistol. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Washington touchdown. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. 26.
Hand off to the back. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Kill. Yeah! Here we go. Right take. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. He rolls to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
26.
First down, here's Dak. Shovel pass complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle gives sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yeah, here we go. 47. What do you think?
Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Yeah, here we go. I take it. 26.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the gun, it's Daniels. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Dak off the play fake. Completed to his running back. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go!
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Taking his shot deep down the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out at halftime. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
To throw, Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 14.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And this won't be a return. It's going to be a touchback, but because it hit in the landing zone first, Brock, per the new rules this season, the ball comes out to the 20 and not the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
Now Prescott. Ferguson's got it. Complete. He runs it up to midfield. Look at him go! He could do it! And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown! The Cowboys stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
3rd and long for Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Before they can run a play on 4th down, we have a timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch called for and made, a little shy of midfield. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will take over with some excellent field position. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! 20.
Hurst there to grab it. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go! Right, take 20.
Dak out of the pistol. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And the Commanders have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Firing one deep for the end zone. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And no return, as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill. 26.
Now a give left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
26.
Throwing again is Dak. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Yeah. There we 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that putt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds him over the middle. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Donovan Wilson picks it up. And the Cowboys take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far. But now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
1st and 10, Prescott. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
It's taken in by Lamb. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, Daniels. pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they face 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Here we go!
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yeah, here we go!
Dak throwing again. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down at the line.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down. Brandon Aubrey on.
So it's a win for the Cowboys.